Well, hello there. And how are you all doing? Well, I hope. Today we're going to be exploring DayZ server on console. If you're all I'm just outside my base. My little library. Don't mind if I do. So, we're going to be exploring a bit, and the difference mainly between PC and DayZ servers is console servers tend to be a bit more vanilla. So you can't really do much in terms of like quality of life improvements. You can't like increase, like you can't like have custom poses and stuff like that. I'm not sure about Xbox though. At least on PlayStation you can't. You also can't have custom keybinds on PlayStation, which kind of sucks. But yeah, overall, this is it. Console tends to be a bit laggy in towns sometimes, depending on what town you're in and what's happening, but overall, it plays pretty much the same. Is it easier to aim than PC? I mean, on mine you can use keyboard and mouse, or controller. Controller can be easy, but you should probably turn off auto-aim, because... not auto-aim, like aim assist, because it... so say, for instance, this sign is a zombie, okay? This sign right here. This is a zombie, alright? Okay? And you want to shoot it in the head, so you sort of look at the head area, and then you go to aim like this. What would happen is your aim would get pulled down to the body. So, aim assist is kind of bad unless you're doing like PvP, like fast-paced shit. But yeah, there's no real differences. The one cool thing is you can see how many players are online, so if you go here you can click that. You can see how many people are on the server. And you can see what their names are, which I kind of wish you could do on PC. That would be kind of cool. Like, then you'd be able to see who was online. Although, I suppose technically it wouldn't be too cool if, you know, people were specifically hunting you, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I play with a stable 1440p at about 60 FPS. But there's two types of lag on PlayStation which you can experience while playing, and one of them is graphical lag, so things are just too intense for the console to handle and it slows down. Normally that happens if there's too many things on the floor, like too many dead bodies, too many players, that sort of thing. Like the thing people don't realize about graphics, or at least this game anyway, is all of these trees, okay, all of the trees, all of the blades of grass, all of these, well, not these logs, but the logs themselves, all of those logs are one massive texture, but they're placed, those little things over there, all of it are, like, physical objects that are required, like, the game needs, like, RAM and shit to load them in, and the PlayStation, even the PS5, is a little bit, I mean, the PlayStation 4 is awful for this game sometimes. It's a playable game, basically. It's not going to be winning any awards for the most stable experience ever. There are times where it's really laggy, and but it, like I said, it's mainly video lag. It's not like connection lag. just gonna hide in this bush and fix the music. Bear with me. Because the music's a bit weird, bro. I don't know why it's not fucking doing the thing I want it to do. But there you go. Open file. And I want... no, I want playlist files. Is that it? Yeah, that'll do. I don't know I don't know if it sounds, if the volume is too loud or whatever else. So. I know this is all the way max, which is horrendous. No, it's not. Hold on.
𝓵𝓕𝓼𝓮 𝕊𝓼𝓮 𝕨𝓵𝓇𝓆𝓏 в страх. О, медведь Ливоний, хозяин этих мест, сквозь века и тьму, весной твоей честь. Сильные мужчины шли за тобой следом в дикой глуши, где ветер воет бедно, шерсть как мохнатый, коров на спине, в глазах отражение.
It kind of shoots not straight, bro.
Он знает дорогу, где страх не пройдет, где медленный
I missed that guy.
с рассветом споет. О, медведь Ливоний, хозяин этих мест, сквозь века и тьму, весной твоя честь. Сильные мужчины шли за тобой следом в дикой глуши, где ветер воет бедно. Медведь Ливоний, глянь, этот лес, сквозь годы и бую дает нам чудес.
Right, so the aim of today's stream is to really just meet people, you know? See who plays, who's online, what their names are, what they do, that sort of shit. That's the plan, anyway. There's a community that's built a base in there. So, how's life? I can't complain. Life is okay. I'm enjoying it so far. I mean, in fairness, there isn't really, like, you know, asking how's life is all well and good, but, like, you know, there isn't really an alternative. It's not like, you know, I can, like, just try out being dead for a while and see what that's like. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of difficult. You sort of, you deal with whatever you've got, I think, realistically. And you either deal with it or you kind of don't. That's the problem. But in terms of how my life is, I'm in a good place, I think. Can't wait for shit to hit the fan, because you know how that normally works. Like, you know, life's really good for a while, and then suddenly everything turns to shit. It's like if your life is kind of bad, uncomfortable, or painful, or you know, all of that sort of stuff. Eventually, it will stop being those things. Like, eventually. I thought that marksman scope would actually, like, you know, make the gun slightly easier to use at range, but really, really didn't. What about you, 𝓵𝓸𝓻𝓚? Wait, actually, wait. Hold on. 𝓵𝓸𝓻𝓚, as in like Q or Qu? Is it 𝓵𝓸𝓻𝓚 or 𝓵𝓸𝓻𝓚? Like A or B? 𝓚𝓚 or 𝓚? Because I want to make sure I get your name right. 𝓚𝓚𝓚 is probably your surname, or 𝓚𝓚𝓚. I'm guessing 𝓚𝓚𝓚. Because that I is just, it's just designed to fuck with British people, well, English speakers. That's all it is. We got any water? We do. 𝓚𝓚. 𝓚𝓚? 𝓚𝓚? 𝓵𝓸𝓸𝓻𝓚? The fuck is that? It's a pig. Wink. Chill, bro. I don't know how many people are playing, and I'm not going to be hitting... So I know I can show you how many people are playing, but I'm not going to. And the reason is I don't want to know. I'm going to treat it like it's a PC version of DayZ. No idea where anyone is, what anyone's doing. That's the plan. Organically meet people. Abdul will do. I mean, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure I got your name correct. I just, like... You'll eventually learn that I absolutely, 110%, I loathe not being able to get people's names right. Like, I've said this before, and I'll say it again many more times from now. I had Chinese friends when I was at university, and or college if you're American, and they had quote-unquote British names or English names that they would have so that Westerners could understand or pronounce them properly. Like Xiaomin Li was Bob, and I can't be fucked with that. I just pronounce your fucking name. That's what I'll do. Tell me how to say it and I'll say it. Don't really call yourself Bob or John or fucking Edward, Sally. Just your name, that'll do. Now, there are 3 major spawn points in this game. You've got, there's one in 𝓚𝓵𝓮 over here, somewhere. There's one above 𝓵𝓚 over here, and the other one is above 𝓚𝓏 over there. They all work, and it's all good. So I don't need to worry about checking to make sure they are, like, you know, doing the thing they're supposed to do. Might organize my inventory a bit more. Let me just go do that in here. Sorted. What's that then?
szalony lasach drzew. Rzeka wije się spokojnie płynie, że wszędzie zniesie wspomnienia, które w sercu kraju zawsze żyją wciąż. O, ziemio moja, żyj w mym sercu wciąż. Ciszej stąd.
Yeah, so sorting out the inventory is completely different. It's based on how much weight it can hold. It's not based on its shape, which is kind of weird. Because sometimes on this game you can put things in your inventory that called Jim. I'm coming for you. Alright? Because, like, for instance, you wouldn't ordinarily be able to fit a gun in your jacket, if that makes sense. But depending on its shape, but on this you can, as long as you can, like, you know. I think like I could. There you go. No, that's in my. Okay. What? I'm kind of confused. It says I still have my gun, but it's not in my inventory. What? I might log, actually. We'll log, because I don't know what's going on here. Back momentarily. Uncle Jim? Alright, let's try this again. Blech. Okay, so my gun disappeared. That's never happened before. Like, it's full-on disappeared. Ah, HG. Sorry, bro. It's just, I didn't remember your name being Uncle Jim. Well. My gun has gone all by. Kinda sucks. I mean, I could go back to base and get one, but I don't really care. I don't know where the fuck it went. I put it in my inventory and it just fucking yeeted itself out of existence. Someone's gonna find a really high-powered gun somewhere. How depressing. Oh well. The crossbow will do. Could always go to a military base over there somewhere and try and find something. Never mind. Well, if you find my gun, can you bring it back to me? I have no idea where the fuck it went. Can't even see it on the floor. You know what I mean? Like it just full-on disappeared. I tried to swap it for a night. Yeah, magic lessons, exactly. Oh well. I'm fine with the crossbow. Just kind of disappointed I don't have anything a bit more substantial as it were. But it's fine. If we can find a car, that'd be cool. Suppose I didn't lose my marksman scope. See how it like lags when you zoom in? It's graphic lag. I'm sure the snow probably doesn't help. But it's generated, like... So, even though you see the snow and everyone else sees the snow is generated inside a bubble in your character's head. The snow isn't real. Like when it rains. It's not raining all over the map, it just looks like it is. Like look, okay. If you look further out from where we are, okay? Snow stops in size. See what I mean? The snow only really sort of reaches, like, you know... I mean, look, I'm aiming down through this scope, and there is no snow in the scope. Because the snow is created in your character's head. Same with the rain. And any sort of effects, apart from fog. Fog is generated in the actual map. It's not something that's generated in your head. So, there you go. You learn something new every day. Yeah, all of the effects on the screen, they're all created inside your character's head. Which is kind of bizarre, because, I don't have a head. I can't wait till they add the new, clothes and stuff from the new update. That'll be fucking lit, bro. Okay, my cargo pants are the same. Well, we might as well just see what the fit is like. It's insulation. High insulation. High insulation. Same. Might as well just take these in. Although I don't rate the fit very well. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Kinda. Thinking now too. But yeah, the snow only sort of falls within a certain distance of your character. Otherwise you'd see it all the way out to like all the way over there. You know, and you don't. It's the same with grass. It probably falls around the same sort of like, you know, once grass loads in. Got like a bubble. A bubble of shit around you. Right, well, I'm gonna try and find another gun. Preferably some sort of M4 or AUG or something. I don't think we're gonna find anything though. A car would be lovely. I did increase the cars, so there should be more. We'll head to Borek. I really wish you could do this on Barry's server, press the M key and just have a fucking map. That would be fucking good. But also, I don't know, it would be very difficult, I guess. Well, I don't say it would be difficult. I don't think it would be, quote-unquote, immersive. Which sucks, because it would just make life easier. Because having a map you physically pull out and hold in your hands is fine, okay? It's totally fine. There is... Dear Lord, you forgot how to play? Well, that's because I suppose you've been playing a lot of Conan Exiles. I'm sure you'll get the hang of it, HG. So, on this server, wolves, bears, that sort of thing, they spawn more readily. There are custom spawns for ambient animals and ambient creatures, so you might walk through a town and walk into a bear. Or you might walk through a town and find a deer in a shop, you know. Just random shit, okay? You're more likely to find custom, like, events. This is possibly a custom event. You don't like Conan? Oh shit. What have you been doing then? I haven't seen you in ages though, bro. Coming from me or not, you know, at least buy me dinner. Then you can come... No, I don't know where I was going with that. I'm sorry. So this is one of my custom events. It's a plane crash. It always has the same loot in it, so don't be excited. It's not going to be like, you know, it's not going to blow your mind or anything. But they spawn pretty much everywhere. It's a really good place if you want to get, like, medical gear and some currency, because there's in-game currency on my server. Ah, Ark Survival Evolved. Or is it the new one? I can't remember what it's called. Is that a fucking person over there? What the fuck is that? No, it's a bush. That looks like a fucking person. So these, you'll always find basically the same shit. That's the currency. To get it, you have to drop everything out of your pockets. Revolver, lighter, first aid kit, and a crossbow. You gotta have a dual crossbow kit. There's about, I'd say, maybe 6 of those that spawn along... Essentially, they spawn along here. And further down here past Nadbor, there's a giant fucking wall. Separates the north and south. And everything that is south of that giant wall is essentially PvP accepted. Like, you know, you see another player, you can talk to them, or you can shoot them. It's up to you. Whereas everything, like, you know, everything else is somewhat less so. But the only place you're going to find really good gear, like really good gear, is further south, so... If you want to have, like, the best weapons, rifles, equipment, night vision, that sort of shit, you want to go really far south. If you find it anywhere else, apart from, like, basically 𝓚𝓵 and then south, it's really fucking lucky. You are, like... you are the luckiest fucker on planet Earth. It is rare. And that's kind of the point. With this server, we don't have short nights, we have long nights. I know people don't like long nights, but the nights aren't really dark, so it's not really that much of a problem. You don't need NVGs to see where you're going and what you're doing. You would need NVGs to, like, see, like, clearly in the dark, but you wouldn't need NVGs to see, like, you know, everything. Like, you could walk across this field in the dark and you'd know that there were trees in front of you, sort of thing. But if someone was crouched in those trees, you wouldn't know. I'm pretty sure there's 3 hours of day and 1 hour of night. Which sounds like, you know, I'm pretty sure my server would be way more popular than it is if nighttime was shorter. But it's not like, you know, I don't like the fact nights are short. There's no point having nighttime that's like dark as fuck that lasts for 10 minutes. Because what is the point? Have a nighttime that is kind of dark, that you can see where you're going, but if you want to see clearer, you use NVGs. Simples, you know? It's not rocket science. It really isn't. I will be adding, like, custom zones that are much, much darker. Custom bunkers and stuff like that have, like, you know, nighttime in them. Well, I say nighttime, they're dark. For ease of use, I'm going to eat this. But then I don't have to worry about food for a while. Oh shit. I missed. Motherfucker takes 3 arrows. That's why I was running away, because when you kill those, they drop us like a gas grenade. That's what that explosion might have been before. Do you watch other DayZ movie kinds or streamers? I watch other DayZ streamers. I like Ronnie Z. He's fucking hilarious. He's just like... He's like genuinely what I would aspire to be if I had his can-do attitude. I'm kind of like, unfortunately, very set in my ways, to a degree. So if I don't want to do something, I won't do it. I won't do it even if it makes me money. I'd rather do the things I enjoy doing than do the things that bring in the money. That's how I feel. Life is short. I'm not going to spend it doing things I don't like. And even if it means I'm financially less, like, well off, so... Probably gonna have to start going further south so I can get like better gear from helicopters and shit. So I can't exist with just this fucking crossbow. Those gas zombies aren't the only sorts of zombies that drop shit when they die. I'll take the assorted ammo. And the joy of these ones is I don't need to go in them to see what's in them. Which is fuck all. Followed briefly by fuck all. Spade. Cool. We'll just head further south. So that noise is a grenade spawning, and because it spawns in ruined, it explodes. That's what that is. So in order to have that zombie spawn in, and spawn in with a grenade that explodes when it's killed, it has to spawn in ruined. But ruined items don't, like, decay inside a zombie's inventory, for whatever reason. I don't know why. DayZ coding shit. Anyway... that's why when it dies, it explodes. Because it's like, essentially like, you know... What is it about DayZ that I enjoy? That is an interesting question. Honestly, I enjoy the survival aspect of it all, even though sometimes it can be a real pain in the ass. And I also enjoy player interaction. DayZ is a bit like Grand Theft Auto, alright? You can, like, if you wanted to... in DayZ, you could drive around. Sorry, not in DayZ. If you wanted to in Grand Theft Auto, you could drive around, have like a car meet in a parking lot with some random people, you know, go on a, get a bunch of mountain bikes and, like, you know, scale Mount Chiliad, you know, the sort of, the things you can do in that game are very deep and different. Or, if you really wanted to, you get into a jet, go off radar and kill everyone. Which is entirely acceptable. In this game, it's the same thing. You can be as toxic and horrible and shoot first and trust no one and all this other bullshit in between. You can do that till the cows come home. Or, you could play the game a little bit differently and not be toxic and kill everyone and be an arsehole. And what you'll find when you do that is that the game itself plays, it's a lot more rewarding for you as a player if you work together as a team. You don't have to like any of the people you play with. You can have grudges and dislike them, or, you know, like on Barry's server, you know, people don't like Exodus, but at the same time, you know, they're not terrible people. They just don't take other people's shit as easily. If you run into their camp and you're like mouthing off at them and giving them shit, they'll just fucking shoot you because they don't care. They're not interested. But if you treat them with respect and, like, you know, expect them to not exactly trust you from the get-go, then you're going to be rewarded more for your patience than anything else. And that's what I like about DayZ. Earning people's trust. Then proving, time and time again, that trusting me is worth it. That's what I like about it. It's like the politics of GTA free mode wars, where like 4 or 5 crews are all attacking each other. And some of them are your friends, and you gotta make sure you don't shoot them, but other people are not your friends, so you gotta shoot them. There's that sort of politics at play. Quite like it. But yeah, interaction with people is what I like. Oh. Okay, don't mind if I do. I see. But that's what I enjoy about DayZ. It's also astonishingly beautiful as far as games go. Like, it really is just an astonishingly beautiful game. And I kind of wish that you could play on Barry's server in third person, because it actually makes the game so much more enjoyable. Ah, 𝓵𝑣𝑒𝑡. And how are you doing? You there? In the butt. The loot on my server is slightly more hardcore, in the respect that it's findable, you can do it, but if you want to survive the further south you go, you're going to want to hunt and fish and grow crops, that sort of shit, because it gets a bit nutty. I'm gonna have to get some feathers soon. Do I have any feathers? I don't think so. I've got plenty of ammo for a gun I don't even have. Oh well. Yeah, no mercies for zombies. Exactly. That would be 𝓟𝓵𝓮𝓪𝓼𝓮. Is it 𝓟𝓵𝓮? Oh no, it's a helicopter crash. You can, yeah, I can make just bolts, but the feathers make it more accurate. So, on my server, the dynamic gas zones only strike helicopter crash sites. Which sounds like a bit of a shit move, but the way I see it is that if you were a military, for instance, you would want to protect your assets that you lost in the field. So, when you find a helicopter crash site, you want to loot quickly. Because it could get gassed. So that also means that there aren't any dynamic gas zones in... Oh, that's another plane. In, yeah, this is my server. My PlayStation DayZ server. We had 𝓚𝓵𝓮𝓪𝓼𝓮 at one point, and a 𝓚 server, but... I don't know. I liked 𝓚𝓵𝓮𝓪𝓼𝓮, don't get me wrong, but I prefer 𝓣𝓵𝓮𝓪𝓼. It's, I'm not a PvE kind of person. I just don't like getting shot at for no reason. Like, I appreciate that I have stuff, and you might want that stuff. Hopefully that's not two planes next to each other, because that would be awkward. I get that, I do, but there's nothing stopping you from saying, "Excuse me, hello, yes, I just wanted to ask, do you by any chance have a leather sewing kit I can borrow?" And they'll go, "Yeah, okay." And then they'll give you, and then that's it. You don't have to kill each other to get that shit. But I also, I also expect players to, like, play the way they want to, so if they want to shoot you, it's their prerogative. But DayZ is not, and I mean this sincerely, okay? DayZ is not primarily a PvP game. The idea is it's a survival game. Is it two planes? Oh no, it's a helicopter, okay. Hope to God the helicopters are fixed. The other day I found one that had spawned with like fucking hundreds of gas grenades. They were all like, on the edge of being ruined. It was creepy. That's useful. Oh, yep, they're all here still. Why does it spawn like this? I don't understand. Box files are not something that should spawn. But yeah, they're all over the floor again. I might have to look into that. Because they shouldn't be spawning at all. Oh well. It happens. I'll figure it out eventually. point. Not gonna need them. Actually, I'll take a few. Look, they're like fucking everywhere. It's so weird. Look how many there are. I don't know why it does that. It doesn't do it on the fucking... doesn't do it on the plane crashes. So far, it's only been these helicopter crashes that seem to do it. But, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm guessing there's some sort of code that's overlapping somewhere. Possibly in the events file. Maybe. Because they're removed from the types file entirely. Maybe that's the problem. Trying to think where to go to get a gun. Could just go back to my base and get a gun, but that's kind of boring, you know? They don't pop if you drive over them. If you shoot them, though, they do become ruined and explode. But, it wouldn't make all of the others explode, if that makes sense. Something loaded in. So how you doing, HG? Have you figured out how to play the game yet? It's a lot less in-depth than Ark. I'll give you that. It's quite weird, really, when you think about it, because they're both survival games. Although I suppose in one you can literally drug dinosaurs and tame them. Which is the weirdest way in the world to tame anything. But yeah, excuse me while I drug the shit out of you. Like, first of all, I'm gonna knock you out, so I'm gonna beat you to death with a club. And then I'm gonna drug you. And while you're drugged, I'm gonna keep feeding you drugs. What? Okay, there is definitely something wrong in the code. Oh, I know what I can do to get rid of them. I know exactly what I can do to get rid of them. I didn't think about it before. But I've just had... Wait. Oh no, I know what it is! I know what it is. I've just figured it out. I've just figured it the fuck out. So, I have dynamic gas zones that spawn on top of helicopter crash sites, right? Right, okay. So, they spawn on helicopter crash sites. When a dynamic gas zone lands in an area, it creates, essentially, like a tier 3 loot zone. Wherever it is. Okay? So what is happening is those things are spawning where the gas spawns. And that's why they stay there, because they have a long, sort of, like, shelf life, essentially. So if I want to get rid of them, the best thing I can do is, well, I suppose turn off dynamic gas zones. But the other thing I could do is add them to the ignore list, which essentially means, it's a weird name for a file. It's not actually ignoring anything. What an ignore list does is it deletes items at the end of a server restart. So if I put the chem gas grenades in the ignore list, every restart they'll be deleted. But I think what's happening is because when the helicopter crash lands there, I don't know why it would be making them go everywhere though. I'm trying to think in my head, because things spawn in specific locations because of the map group protos file. It tells all items where it wants to spawn, where you're going to spawn them. So for instance, mushrooms, where can mushrooms spawn, or rocks can spawn, that sort of thing. But they're all sort of like dumped everywhere, all over the floor. So, I'm not entirely sure why. that Utah? I'm kind of confused. Any life advice? Depends what you're trying to do in life. Like, the only advice I would give anyone at all, to any degree, is this. Do things you enjoy. And fuck everyone else. Pretty much. As long as you're not hurting anyone whilst doing the things you enjoy, it doesn't matter. Learn from your mistakes. So you do something wrong, and try to figure out why. Even if you put all of the steps in place to make sure the thing that went wrong couldn't go wrong and something did go wrong and it was an outside variable that you didn't think about, just contemplate, figure it out, you know. And don't be afraid to make mistakes. I know that's like a really cliche thing to say, but genuinely, don't be afraid to make any mistakes. Do everything, okay? Do everything, fuck everything up, and keep doing everything and fucking everything up until you stop fucking it up. That is the only way you will ever learn anything in life, is if you make mistakes. That's it. That's all you can do. That's literally it. You can be told by other people, you can be taught by other people, but you will never fully know, like, you know, how to fix things unless you actually try it yourself. I keep forgetting I need to fix these fucking castles. The rocks that they spawn on, very complicated to explain. Alright, mate. So, like, all of the objects have a set size, and I increased the size of lots of rocks to make them, like, you know, fit underneath the castle. A bit more thematically nice. And in doing so, because the rocks have a certain geometry, when they're really big, the geometry in certain areas doesn't match the texture, if that makes sense. So I'll explain it with this tree. Right? So this tree is... so this is the tree, right? Okay. And I can walk around the tree, right? Because that's where its geometry is. But there are certain areas that I can't walk through because there's, like, you know, invisible walls there. Because the texture doesn't match the size of the tree. So if you were to make this tree really big and incorporate a large space, there would be areas of the tree that were, like, you know, a foot in diameter or in width that you wouldn't be able to walk through because there'd be invisible barriers. And that's the same with these. So the rocks I added underneath these castles, unfortunately, don't work. Well, they work, but if you walk over certain areas, it'll make it look like you're falling through the rocks. And it can be kind of scary, especially if the rock is really high up in the air. You're not going to fall through the rock. You know, you're just falling through the geometry of the rock. Because the geometry doesn't line up with the texture. And the reason they did that is because essentially they're areas of the rock that you shouldn't ordinarily be able to walk on. Like, I've turned the rock on its side, for instance. And there's no reason for those sides to be completely flat, because no one's going to be able to walk on them. Another helicopter? No, that's a plane. Alright, we'll go to 𝓵𝓵𝓮𝓪𝓼𝓮, and then from 𝓵𝓵𝓮 we'll continue south and head into the danger zone, as it were. We're in Ghouta currently. So what I think I'll do to test my theory on these gas grenades is I will disable the dynamic gas zones, and then we'll see what happens. Because that's what I think is happening. Genuinely, what I think is happening. I think the game is creating the gas zones, which then creates an area that you can that spawns high tier loot, and because there's lots of areas around a helicopter crash site that can spawn items, it's essentially putting all of the items where things could spawn around a helicopter. That's what I think is happening. Which, if is the case, that's kind of hilarious. And, you know, it makes sense why I wouldn't think about it. Where are we going? Alright, I want to go more this way now. Yeah. Oh. Also need to change the sprint modifier so you can't sprint forever, but you can sprint for a long time. I do like on PlayStation though, if I press, so I'm holding down W and Shift on my keyboard, right? If I press the PlayStation button, I can now let go on both of those buttons and it auto runs. It's great. We could just run in a straight line and see what happens. You want to do that? Let's do that. We're just going to see what happens. Ooh, we're gonna hit a tree. We're gonna hit a tree? We're definitely gonna hit this tree. Oh, there you go. Ooh. Yeah, I know. There's actually, there's a, what is it? There's a mathematical equation. Oh, there we go. There's a mathematical equation. I can't remember what it is. But I can't remember the name of it, but the premise of this equation is that it calculates how far you can run in a woodland without running into a tree. Oh. How far in distance you should be able to run or walk in a straight line before you hit something, like a tree. And there's another one as well for space. So for instance, in space, you should be able to travel in space if you could travel at the speed of light and there was no dust and random bits of debris and rock and ice and shit in your way. You should be able to fly or whatever in a straight line, and the chances of you flying into something is like exponentially small. Oh, I don't want to deal with him. So the mummy zombies are like really difficult to kill. One of the few zombies that are like, you know, really fucking hard to kill. But they don't spawn in a lot. Like, we're talking like 3 headshots. Sometimes 4, depending on the caliber. If you got a pistol, you're fucked. And the other thing is they don't stop chasing you. Like, they won't... Once they know where you are, they will continuously chase you. So... You gotta really fucking, like, you know, buff it. Yeah, we'll run across the dam. Am I near Nadball? I am. Good. So I decreased the amount of zombies you'll find pretty much everywhere else, apart from cities. In cities, there's now more zombies. There should be, you know, more zombies. Maybe there should be a DayZ apocalypse. I fucking hope not. I like the internet. I'm going to the supermarket and getting food. I don't like having some dude with a gun tell me to empty my pockets or he'll shoot me. Because I'm pretty certain that real life DayZ wouldn't be as horribly toxic as DayZ is. Because I kind of feel like the police and other governments sort of, like, I don't think there would be there would have to be something genuinely catastrophic in order to completely and utterly render all governments' control, military, police, that sort of thing, completely useless. There would have to be something genuine, like it would have to wipe out the majority of people for it to return to some sort of like Middle Ages style shit. And even then, there would be people who would be trying to uphold some degree of law. It wouldn't just be all bandits all the time. Like, all of these, like, apocalypse movies and shit like that, they always make people out to be genuinely horrible bastards, but I would say 99% of all humans that exist are probably just trying to either A, get on with their life, or B, don't really care either way. Like, they're not interested in your struggles. Like, okay, right now, there are people in third world countries who are starving to death. You know? You don't think about that. It's happening right now. There are people being, you know, viciously murdered and, you know, forced to do things against their will in war zones and, you know, every manner of horrendous shit that you could possibly imagine. Okay? Ooh, this is a gas zone. Is it a gas zone? No, it looks like a fucking gas zone. Don't want to go there then. Maybe not. It's probably not safe to go through the big main gate over here. But you don't think about those sorts of terrible things, you just get on with your life, you know. It's not nice that they're happening, but there's not a lot you can do about it, so you don't think about it. You know what I mean? But I don't subscribe to the idea that everyone would just turn to our songs. I really don't. I genuinely don't think that would happen. I ultimately don't want to be in a position where I have to experience that, because I'll probably get proven wrong. But from everything I've learned through my years of being, like, doing things in the psychology field and counseling and therapy and all this other stuff, even the most fucked up people that you could possibly imagine to exist just want to get things right and make other people happy. The only people who do not want to make other people happy are psychopaths. Narcissists will try to make people happy, but only if it benefits them. And sociopaths will also do the same thing, essentially. But psychopaths, just, they don't care, they don't give a shit. fuck. It's on the other side of the wall. That's awkward, but at the same time, can't do anything. It's not yet, anyway. Right, we're now unfortunately in areas where PvP is kind of a given. So we're now going to be doing the sneaky, no involvey with anyone sort of shit. If that makes sense. That is the plan. Put my drink over here. Put this thing there. Well, that's unfortunate. Unless they're loaded for me, which is hardly possible. Alright, we'll just head to 𝓱𝓵 then. I mean, you say you're getting a free therapy session, but that's how therapy should be. You shouldn't have to pay to get your shit together. The problem is when you go to a therapist and you're trying to get help for something, they can help you really quickly if they want to. This is going to sound demonstrably awful, so I'm sorry if you are a practitioner of any sort of therapy, psychotherapy, or any of that sort of shit. But it is frowned upon to try and fix people quickly, basically. And that's not so that they can milk as much money out of you as possible. That is a byproduct, unfortunately, of doing that. But the reason is you don't want to try and fix people too fast, because they might relapse. When someone has a relapse, it's normally worse than if they never had a relapse to begin with. Like if they were going to hurt themselves or someone else, and they were thinking of doing it before they had a relapse, it would be very mild, whatever they decided to do. It would be more like an attention-seeking sort of emotional pain response. Whether that involves, you know, physical, mental, verbal, you know, any sort of abuse, either themselves or someone else. But if you try to fix them too quickly and then they have a relapse, the problem that they would have originally done had they not relapsed would be way fucking worse. We're talking like really bad worse. Like if originally they were just going to, like, you know, cut their arms a little bit, this time they might cut their arms a little bit deeper, if that makes sense. So you shouldn't really aim to fix people quickly, because it normally doesn't work. However, there are ways you can mitigate the damage that might be done if you try to do that. But it's frowned upon because it uses more... it basically uses manipulation to get the person to do the thing that you want them to do. And therapists don't like doing that. Can I? Thank you. Which is entirely valid, you know. And I don't mean manipulation in the sense that, like, you know, superbly negative manipulation. It would have a positive reason. You're not doing something just to get someone to do something that you want them to do because you want to control them. You're trying to help them. Oh, I thought I was going to lose that ball. Oh my god, you scared the shit out of me, bro. Actually scared me. Thought you were a fucking player. I just thought I'd tell you what we could do. Still have it? I do. We could go to the bunker. Let's do that. Let's go to the bunker. Fuck it. I mean, if we're gonna die getting, like, loot, we might as well do it in a bunker. Because military bases don't really spawn a lot of gear, normally. Like, maybe an SKS. Or an AK-7 for you. Kind of. So the bunker from this position is literally over here. So we just go like that way. Okay. Just crawl slowly. Straight line. Love it. And it's going to be nighttime soon, which is even better. I don't think the bunker has a gas cell on it. It's not anymore. It did have. The thing about the snow I like as well is it conceals you quite well. Like, it's not very good obviously if you're looking for enemies, but if people are looking for me, because the snow causes, like, you know, like if someone ran from one side there to the other, it would be a lot more difficult to see them. It just makes fighting difficult. It looks beautiful though. Well, aside from when it's like, you know, a fucking blizzard. It's supposed to not actually do this, which I'm kind of annoying. Which is kind of annoying, should I say. god. What if mummies spawn in the bunker? I didn't think about it. Stop off in 𝓵𝓚𝓚 and get some water. I'm gonna get rid of these. I'll keep 2, but I'll get rid of the rest. That'll give me water. And I got a little bit in there. So yeah, need to go to 𝓵𝓚𝓚 and get some water. Is there a water thing in 𝓵𝓚𝓚? Yeah, it's up there. Sorry. I keep rubbing my streaming microphone with the microphone on my head. I've moved it now. It shouldn't happen anymore. Yeah, we're good. Just went to do that in real life. But it is in-game. It is just astonishingly beautiful. Wait, am I at the top end of 𝓵𝓚𝓚? I am, yeah. Okay, so I need to go, yeah, basically just straight forward. It's kind of lucky. Normally bears spawn all over that fucking hill. All over the hill. Shit. That was awkward. Oh, fuck you. I mean, that works. Thank you very much, Abdul. Take it easy, bro. Cool. A KA-101 would be lovely. Oh, that's disconcerting. Oh, I think realistically I've just run out of space, haven't I? You did. Okay. Look at this then. Oh, I see. I lost the other ones under the fucking bed, didn't I? Ugh, that's annoying. Daisy giveth, Daisy taketh away, Daisy giveth. Fucking see. 3 KA-101 max. That's pretty fucking good. Now we just need to find a KA-101. Check this house. And then... Okay. Oh. That scared the fucking shit out of me. Sorry, I keep hitting the microphone. I've got an itch on my face, this one, fuck off. You know what I mean? I found it in that house over there. I'm gonna go back to this house and see if I can get that ammo from underneath the bed. Where the fuck did it go? I'm kind of confused. Hey, Jeffrey. The KA-101 is a very good gun. It shoots very quickly, and it uses 5.56, which, depending on what map you're playing on, is easy ammo to find. But it's a high damage weapon, because it shoots really quickly. It's probably one of the best sort of PvP guns. One of. You'll melt a player with that. If, well, you get the ability to do so. Look, this is how dark it is on the surface. See what I mean? Like, you can fucking see where you're going in the dark. But if you really want to be able to see better, you should probably get NVGs. Like, okay, look, I'll stand here, look. Right. Someone was in this tree line over there, so, like over there, sort of where my right fist is. I really wouldn't be able to see them. If I had NVGs, I'd be able to see them better. See what I mean? Always do this, but it's like sort of like saying, "Hey, I'm over here, shoot me." Is that a convoy? Yeah, it is. Ah, okay. Might be able to find a decent gun on this. No. Hmm. Ooh, nice. Ammo crates are really good because they have lots of different loot in them. A la masse. Probably a zombie I saw. Interesting choice of hat. And if I wasn't already here, that would be impressive. SK. Don't really want the SK. Thank you very much. That was because of I'm here, so it's like fresh. You only really have to worry if you walk past the mushroom and it's not fresh. What? About that until just now. Like, Nightbot is just gonna basically be talking absolute shit because of the timers. Good. I mean, it's entirely valid. I'm running around in the cold. Bless you. You need to hurry the fuck up and get better, darling, because we're about to be inside a place that I don't want to be sneezing in, you know? See, if Barry's server was this dark, it would be so much better. I get why it's not this dark, because people like the hardcore survival shit, blah blah blah. Oh no. That's disconcerting. That's also disconcerting. We'll go around and see what's happening. Because I don't remember making 𝓟𝓵𝓮𝓪𝓼𝓮 I'm guessing it's not. There's gas up there. There's gas around here. I don't know if we can get down here. Get the shit out of me, bro. I'm pretty sure the gas doesn't sit over the top of the door. I'm pretty sure if we run down there, we'll be okay. But we also might not. Do I have pox on me? I mean, I could die then, I suppose. This could be interesting. I live once. Yep, definitely gonna die here. Oh yeah, definitely dying. Maybe not. If we had the pox disease, yeah, we're definitely gonna die. That sucks. We should be like continuously like bleeding, but we're not. I don't know what to do. I didn't know this was a gas zone. Oh fuck. Don't want to go back in this shit. Well, that sucks. We can't go in. I'm not sure if I'm dying of the pox or not. Because I thought pox disease was like you constantly kept like getting cuts. But I'm not doing that. I know my character had a cold. And they were sneezing and shit. I don't know. I mean, if I want to get back to my base, that's the only place I know that has pox antidote. So it's literally just gotta run this way forever. Oh yeah, there we go. My blood's starting to go down. I assume I'm coughing up blood. Oh yeah. Alrighty. Executive decision time. We're gonna just drop everything on the floor and kill ourselves. Which is a bit of a shame, but, you know, shit happens. This sucks. You are dead. Yeah, I know. Right, I'm gonna exit and make sure my custom character is saved, and then we'll keep going. So, lol. BRB. There we go. Where do we spawn? Let's see. Oh. Alright, cool. Eat me cane of candy. I forgot about that. Alright, okay. So. Yeah, that sucks. But it's okay. It happens. Oh. We'll go over to that place down there. So we can find some loot. Actually, I want to test something. Can I stand next to this fire and get warm? Can't. No, can I? Yes, no, maybe so, I don't know. It says that it's going up. Right, never mind. Not really sure what to do then, because we need a knife in order to make any sort of fire. So we'll head down into this place over here. See if we can find something. Because otherwise we're just going to die again. And that's going to suck. Better than nothing. Oh, shit. Again. What am I doing? I've got matches. Just change the music. There you go. That works. All right. Midnight Pulse. Yeah, that shouldn't be there. Blue Twilight. Why isn't it working? Oh, I see. The song locations have changed. Ah, I see, I see. Alright. So, that won't work because the file's on there. That's dumb. Also slightly annoying. This should work.
The sun stands still at high noon, my friend.
Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo.
Dusty road, never seem to
It's vexatious, but we're fine.
Wind blows lonely down a wishbone street. Dreams in the distance, boots on. I knew lullaby, sing this town to sleep. Keep
put this on. We should be good now. Ooh. Gun go bang. What gun was it then? That's the question. I'm guessing it was a 2-2, because I had multiple shots. Oh, excuse me. I punched the microphone with my microphone again. Ugh. Sorry about that. Can we get a mine mask? Is that a thing? Yeah. I want to melt. At this rate, any mask will do. Oh, much better. Now I can talk. Maybe a shotgun PlayStation? Ah. Ooh. I'm pretty sure you're in the police station, but it's fine, because I don't really want anything from the police station. Actually, before I sow these... We'll just see if there's any others. I'll fix this and then the trousers, and I'll be green and red. Glue the denim trousers on. For now. 𝓬𝓼𝓵𝓏, welcome to the stream. Oh, fuck yes. Yeah, the server is on PlayStation. I'm gonna follow me. 1 second. No. I don't want to know. That's the point. Like, I can find out if I want to. All I need to do is click on this bit. But I'm leaving that information completely, like, you know, not in my brain, like, you know, in my remit. It's meta. I'm not gonna look. So please don't tell me how many people are playing. I'm casually going the wrong way. Oh, fuck. Punching shit. I mean, if you want to use the stream to meet up in game, we can do that. But if you use the stream to hunt me down and kill me, you'll get banned. I'm not trying to I realize that saying those words make me sound like, you know, like I've got big dick syndrome or something, but I just mean it in a genuine sense. It's not stream sniping if you want to meet up and chill, or even do something. So that's not how I see it anyway. No, I know that. Like, that's what I was afraid that you might take it the wrong way. I love this axe because it looks like you have an AK on your back. But yeah, please don't tell me how many people are playing on the server. I don't want to know. What the fuck are you doing here? Go away. I don't want to be your friend. Stop it. Go away, zombie. I don't want to play Pokemon cards. Leave me alone. Yeah, fuck off. Good boy. You could spawn in 3 locations. When I've gotten far enough away from this guy, so he breaks his aggro. I'll show you on the map where you could have spawned. Alright, so you could have spawned here above 𝓼𝓮, here above 𝓵𝓸𝓸, or here above 𝓵𝓵𝓮. Those are the 3 places that you can spawn. Heli crash, that could be next to 𝓵𝓸𝓸 or 𝓼𝓮. Somewhere near the spawn point will be an area. There'll either be tents or a building. If there's a building, there'll be like a red flashing light in there. If there's tents, there'll be a red flashing light in there. In that area, there are custom heads. So essentially, what you can do is you can put a head on your character and change the way they look. Be forewarned though, some characters have different shaped heads than others. So say if you were a woman and you put a male head on your character, it might look kind of funky and not the way you expect. So try to look at your character's face and the face you're going to put on. Try to sort of, you know, make them, like, make a judgment call, really. then you probably spawned above 𝓚𝓏. Inside the building, there is food and water and maps, so you can see where you are. Well, hello. I'll definitely take you. Well. PvP tips? I'm not really the best for PvP. Oh fuck. Rocket, get in the bit. Get in the room. Get in the room. Thank you. Oh fuck, hello. Die to wolves? That sucks. Bro, this is just insane. Oh fuck, I didn't shut the door. No. Train them. Train them. That, are you gonna get in here, bro? Are you actually gonna do the thing? Like, are you gonna come in? Okay, good, 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 good. Fuck. Back at the spawn point, there was food, water, and a map. Promise. Oh, fuck. Got ammo for this pistol, but it's gonna be single shot forever unless I can find, well, a mag or suppressor. You just get in here, please? Can you just... Can you... Please. Feel sorry for whoever comes through here next. I swear to God. They are not gonna have fun. I'll just wrangle all of these dudes up. That's fucking annoying. You're above grabbing? I'm near locale. I'm pretty sure, you know? Oh, there's a fucking Humvee here. It requires a glow plug. But that's all. We can find a glow plug, then we can get the fuck out of here in a Humvee. That would be fine. Oh shit. Okay, that's actually useful. Oh no. Wait, I'll trap him in here. And this guy as well, we need to trap him too. Oh, well of course I left you alive. You're the only irritating one out of the bunch. But luckily you're slow. So. Fuck you. Can you get to Merton or somewhere? Not from this exact location. The problem is, my character are called the Faceless, and we can only talk in-game if we have a mask. But the problem is I have a female mask, and I'm not female, so... That's gonna be some really awkward interactions, essentially. Not anymore. I'm heading towards... I'm gonna go down probably towards Brenner, I would imagine. Suppose I could go... Goblin and then Pioneer. I just need to get some better clothes. We're good for food and shit for a while, so that's alright. My priority at the moment is to get, like, you know, we've got plenty of shit. Like, plenty of shit. But, I would like, less shit and more, goodies. No, I just realized something. I got that. Oh, never mind. The mag's already full, isn't it? Yeah, no, it is. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even know what I'm gonna do if I bump into another person, because, like I said, the mask helps my group talk, but without the right mask, it's kind of... I don't know how... I've never done it before, so I don't really know what to do. I could forgo wearing the mask and just not talk, but then if I get into situations where talking is paramount, then I'm sort of at a disadvantage, if you see what I mean. shit. I don't have Tetra, do I? Huh. I'm close to Lake Yanta. Hmm. I could head to Cope Prison then, I suppose. Try and find some better clothes. Lake Yanta will have good clothes, but I'll have to get there and I don't really want to go swimming. It's bad enough that my matches might get damp because of the snow. Bless you. Right. I'm gonna go over to Lake Yanta and see if I can find some hunting clothes or something. That would be probably useful. That's annoying. I'm probably not going to be able to get to Brenna straight away, bro. I'm sorry. My best advice to you would be to use the map, figure out where you are, and just try to survive a bit. We'll meet up again. We'll meet up eventually soon, don't worry. Because I need better clothes, otherwise I'm going to freeze to death. I've already got a cold. Bless you. You know, it's quite a lot that's going to get... needs to be in place before I can, like, you know, go to a specific spot. You know what, fuck it, yeah, we'll take it. Sweet fuck. Oh, not sweet fuck all. Sweet fuck something.
quiet but near. Echoes of footsteps, memory grown thin, where danger waits.
Bless you.
Say cold midnight, far from home, lost in the mist, faded to roam. Lanterns
I think that's probably going to use all of it up.
salt-stained eyes,
Oh,
still
no.
searching for hope just to see spark. Steel rails trembling, ships out of sight. Voices whispering on the edge of night. Fields once golden, now swallowed by gray. I follow your song as I fade away.
You'll die to lag. Where are you connecting from? Because the server's in England, so if you're like really far away from England, it might not be. Oh, I'd much rather have this than that. Alright, cool. check this. Who knows, I might find an actual rifle. It's unlikely, but I might. Nope, another campfire tripod. Chopper in the fucking face. No, I meant like, not where are you from in the game, sorry. Where are you from in, like, you know, the world? Because this server is in, like I said, the server's in the UK, so if you're connecting from like a really far place, you're going to be at a massive disadvantage. Ah, Finland. Shouldn't be that laggy. Well, it shouldn't be that laggy. But this is DayZ console. So. Are you on a PS4? There's a boat over there. It's advised to play with the PS5 on this server. Also, the server's going to restart in about 25 minutes. Yeah, so like if you want to play DayZ on PS4 and like not have a lot of issues whilst playing it, you want to get you want to do one of two things. You want to get a hard drive, so a HDD, that's 7,200 RPM. That's the fastest you can get. That'll definitely help your load times. 7,200. Or get an SSD like card, drive. Sorry. Solid state drive. But when you get the solid state drive, you got to make sure that the read and write speed is the maximum read and write speed of a 7,200 RPM unit. And the reason you want to do that is because if it reads and writes faster than the PlayStation can keep up with it, it'll create bottlenecks, so it'll lag worse. But you can put an SSD in a PlayStation 4. You just need to get one. You need to get very specific ones. SSD would be the best route, but like I said, it's gonna do it. It's gonna be a lot of like maths, and if you spend like, I don't know, bought, like, I don't know, anywhere between $50 to $100 on an SD card, and it's the wrong one and doesn't work, you can't really do anything with it. You gotta sort of keep it, because you gotta reformat it. In FAT32, I believe it's called. And then you gotta put, like, PlayStation shit on it. So, like, the best way to do that is to just essentially transfer your data. But the SSD is your best bet. But if you don't want to do an SSD, like I said, 7,200 RPM on drive. That'll be faster than because the one on the PlayStation at the moment I think is 5,500. All right, well, be careful in Brenner. It should start getting warmer soon, I hope, in gaming. But like I said, the server's going to restart in about 20 minutes, so just be aware. Well, it's not exactly 12 AM, it'll be like 4 or 5 minutes past 12, something like that. Excuse me. Oh, well, fuck that. Oh, no. I didn't realize mummies spawned at prison. Jesus. I suppose that it is technically a spooky area. This motherfucker's gonna be following me forever now. Unless I can hardcore break line of sight with me. I've done it. I'll go around the front then. Hopefully there won't be any, well, a lot of the undead. Spoke too soon, it seems. Oh no. Gonna just have to run. Ah. Look, mistakes were made, okay? Mistakes were made. Why didn't I fucking hit you, bro? Am I imagining this? You're not real. Mistakes were made. Yep. Now I have pneumonia. Fun. See, the thing is, I'm thinking there are garages up there. There might be a glow plug in there. Might being the optimum word. And if I can get into that, I can get back to my base and get some tetra in me before I die. Oh, never mind. Wait, what? Is that a plane? It's a plane, then there's tetra. I actually might be saved. Actually, is there gonna be tetra? Well, I mean, if I spawn in Brenner, then yeah. But if I don't, then I can't really get there. Fuck yeah, it's a plane. And there'll be a fucking crossbow here. Nice. There's no tetra. That sucks. Let's see. I'll have to go make a fire. Bless you. I don't think I can make a fire in there. Well, I don't think I can start a fire in there. Probably the wordage I would use. When you say you died to lag, do you mean that something happened and then you got killed? Is that what you mean? Hey. Ah, I see. Yeah. Am I like stupidly like I kind of feel like I'm being really dumb. Like I thought you could light fires like everywhere. I know in those garages you can't, but couldn't remember if you really couldn't or if it was like, you know. Oh my god, yes. I'll warm you up. You won't have a cold anymore. Right. forgot I had Tetra. I'm a moron. I do hope I won't have to wipe the server when they bring out the new update. It's such a pain in the ass. That's interesting. Put that there. I don't really care. It gets rid of some shit. I get that. If you can't play, don't play. I don't want you to, like, you know, get annoyed by it and shit. I'm sorry Nightbot decided to mute you. Because you spammed caps. Nightbot does it automatically. We'll eat some more food. This could be useful. Though I am triple carrying now. I thought I could, like... thought my coal would fuck off if I took Tetra. Is it not? There's a base here. Locked. That's funny. That's pretty cool. We could, yes. I mean, fuck it, I'll take them. I mean, if you want to, you can drop me a friend request. Just let me know who it is before you do so. Like, send me a message and, like, on PlayStation. I need some better trousers, and then we should be okay. Oh, wow. Someone was busy. We'll keep it. Ah, I don't know. And we'll make a bow knife. At least then we can make some arrows. I don't know what to do. I don't need a map. Don't need charcoal tablets. Oh, my illness is fucked up. I mean, I don't really need the repeater either. But, yeah. Yes, please. Well. No! Right, okay. I'm gonna go get some to eat, and we'll be back shortly.
Jak dziadek mi grał, w liściach szumią ciche rozmowy. Miłość do ciebie nie zginie nowy. Pola na pamięci, śpiewam dla ciebie dziś. Ojczyzno moja, w sercu mym zawsze żyj. Będę wciąż.
Midday shines on 𝓱𝓭 Street, where quiet shadows and history meet. Children's laughter as the sunlit breeze. Stories of hope hang on every tree. Midday in 𝓱𝓭, time drifting on, daylight uncovering what's nearly gone. Soldiers and lovers step through the years, searching for comfort, braving their fears. Windows open to the blue above, ruined corners whispering of love. Photograph burning on an old cafe wall. Life rises quietly, then silence falls. Midday in 𝓱𝓭, time drifting on, daylight uncovering searching for comfort, brave in their fears. Midday in 𝓱𝓭𝓪𝓼𝓮, dreams never die. Sun on the ruin, open sky. The bartender wipes the glass again. I count my sins in the midnight rain. Shadows fall heavy on this barroom wall. I raise a last toast to losing it all. Last call serenade, sing me through the haze, where the nights are long and the love that takes. Cigarette flicker.
I have returned. Sorry, I was gone for so long. I was actually making food. I made myself some bolognese sandwiches, which sounds bizarre, I know, but trust me. Utterly delicious.
Hope floats lonely in a bottle of gin, tracing your name on the window within. One final song
I think
as the lights grow
what I'm gonna do,
I walk home
is probably get off. I streamed for a long time. It's an adventure. Didn't see anyone, but I realized maybe that you did attempt to meet up with me and died a lot. I'm sorry. But if I get off, I can actually go get some real food, actual food. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Toodles all.